a real breakfast live where I'm eating my breakfast while I'm live. I'm having some egg whites and salsa, one piece of toast. Yeah, I put butter on it. I'll account for it on my app. And you know me, I'm going to have a clementine and fresh brewed coffee. And there it is. So I'm just going to have some breakfast and just be as polite as I can while I'm on here. But I wanted to say good morning. I put salsa in my omelet and it's in my egg white. It's not really an omelet, but it tastes really good. It gives it a nice little zing. So I'm curious, have any of you ever tried the egg whites? You buy them in the carton. I buy the cage free. And they're really good. And you want eggs sometimes and you don't want the yolk, you know? It's good. One thing is it wouldn't make a good quiche. You need the egg yolk if you're going to have quiche. These clementines are out of this world. Look at that. Yeah, so good. It's kind of quiet, and that's okay. I didn't know if anybody was up yet, but it's kind of early. It's beautiful blue skies here today, but it's like 15 degrees out. The snow is slowly melting, and we're gonna be really warm this week and next. So I think it's all gonna be gone next week. This Italian toast is so good. I get the Italian bread. They make it every day I have quite a few bakeries near me, but there's one in particular. And they're all within walking distance, so it makes a nice afternoon walk, you know, or morning walk. Go up there and get your bread for the day. This really is delicious. Hey, I got 5 in here. Good morning. Good morning. Say hello. I'm telling you, egg whites make good breakfast. What salsa? Really makes it nice. Mimi made a mess. Excuse me. Oh, that coffee is so good. I wanted to put cheese in here, but I also wanted butter on the toast, so I had to pick and choose, you know. What do you want to do? Hey, Karen, good morning. Happy Monday. The world is a safer place. Little by little. Little by little. It's nice to know that so many people are grateful, you know? People have been oppressed over there for decades. And I don't mind talking about it on my channel. This is my channel. I'll talk about whatever I want. You know, if somebody don't like it, they can keep scrolling. They don't have to watch it. We had absolutely no interest in that. You know, we didn't do that for us at all. But the Iranians are happy. You know, so I mean, Saudi Arabia is backing us, and we got a lot of allies over there. Does anybody else eat fruit in the morning with their breakfast? I usually wait a little bit, but today I was hungry, so. And I used to like almond juice, but there's so much junk in it and so much sugar. I just soon have this. If I'm going to have calories, I'd rather eat them than drink them. Yeah, I am. A lot better, Kevin. Thank you. I think the pressure's going down, so. And I started my non-statin. What am I going to do? That was very scary when I was in the ER 2 weeks ago. And, you know, I want to be here for my family. What are you going to do? I just don't like the fact that I can't do it on my own. It feels like, you know, like I failed as far as lowering stuff. But if I got to take the blood pressure pill, I got to take it. I have a feeling when the warm weather comes and I'm out walking more and the weight comes off, I'll probably, you know, I'm going to try going without it. But right now it's out of control. And the thing is, I use very little salt. Like, I don't eat a lot of salt, so I guess it's everything, you know. Clementines. I love them. I really do. Yeah, but Karen, stress from what? I don't know. I don't understand it because I don't feel stressed. And there's really not a whole lot going on, you know? It's so cold here, but I am going to try to go for a walk at least a few minutes a day. I mean, I don't know if I can do a whole hour or so, but because it's bitter cold. Like today, it's only 15. I don't know what it's going to, might be 25 all day. Who knows, or 30. That's cold when you're walking, you know. But if I could only do 15 minutes, it's still better than nothing, you know. But it's only because of the cold. It's not because I can't walk. Then you bundle up, you got all those layers on. That's, you know, that's a lot. So, but the fresh air is so good. My last bite of toast, 2 bites. That was a nice breakfast. I'm so glad I made that. And I listen to my body. If I'm hungry, then I'll eat, and I'll measure it out, and I'll eat healthy, and you know, small portions. And but if I'm not hungry, I'm not going to eat. So I got some straightening out to do in the kitchen, and a load of laundry, and that's it. Make my bed. That's about it. What's everyone going to be doing today? Anything interesting going on? I think I definitely have to plant more seeds today. That's a must. Just gonna put my dish in the sink. I can't sit with a dirty dish on the table, so just hang on, guys. I will be right back. Then when I empty the dishwasher, I'll reload it. But not right now. Not till after my first cup of coffee. I don't do anything until that cup is empty. Okay, so now I feel better. I cleared my place. These babies are doing so good. They really are. It's funny because I can't grow them right outside. I don't know. They grow better inside. But I'm going to put them, I have to give them more water. So I'm going to do that now before I forget. I give them, you know, always filtered water for all my plants. But yeah, they're doing really well. They're so nice. Like I just snip them, throw them in something. If I get too many, I dehydrate them and I add them to my dehydrated herbs and everything. You know, things that I grow. And that mint that I grew and dehydrated last year, what a blessing that was. A couple of times this year I had like cramps and my stomach felt bloated and I didn't, ugh. And I had some mint tea. I just boiled some water and I have these empty plain tea bags a friend sent me. So I just put some of the dry mint in there and made myself a tea, and it really helped my stomach. And one time my friend was in my BFF and she said her stomach was bothering her. So I made her a cup of that tea and she said it helped her too. So it does help. Good morning, 4 people who are in here. Who are you? Thank you for coming by. These babies, I'm going to put back on that windowsill. And what else do I have to do? Not a whole lot. I have to fill up I have 2 of those 32-ounce cups of water. Those great big cup that I use that's hot pink, says summer on it. So I drink 2, that's 64 ounces. That's enough. That's enough water. But the water does help. It helps with circulation. It helps with your kid, just everything. It just helps. So. So I'm probably going to do the workout at 10 a.m. with Echo, Kaleidoscope of Happiness. She does a real nice workout exercise video. It's a live. You have to be a subscriber for so long before you can take part in it. But it's a half hour. It's a nice workout. It's just like going to Cribs. When I used to go to Cribs, this is what it reminds me of. So, hi, Michelle. Hi, Valerie. Good morning, ladies. How are you? Welcome in. So, yeah, if you want a little at-home workout, and it's not that little, it lasts 30 minutes. Like I said, it reminds me of the Curve workout. And she does it. Her channel is Kaleidoscope of Happiness. And she goes on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 10 a.m. sharp. And it's a lot. The whole video is like an hour, I think, 45 minutes to an hour. But the workout is about a half hour. But it's really nice. You could just pop in there and let her know, that you're watching and see what it's like. If it's something you like, you can go back and do a workout. You could replay it, Hey, Tuck, how are you? Oh, sorry to hear that, Michelle. Hi, Dragon. How are you? Good morning. It's picking up in here, huh? So in a few minutes, I'm going to take us all. We're going to go into the living room. You guys are going to get stuck looking at the fireplace. But I'm going to just go sit, get my back ready for the day. But I'm going to stay on the live. I'll stay on. I don't have a problem with that at all. I appreciate everyone coming on. And if you're new, let us know where you're from and a little bit about yourself. It's always interesting. As much as you're willing to share, this is the internet. We understand. But it is nice just to know a general area where people are from. I'm in the United States. I'm in the East Coast in New England, where it's very snowy and very cold. And an extra large breakfast. Good for you. Boy, you exercised early today, huh? I put less sugar in my coffee and I don't like it. I put like maybe a half a teaspoon of sugar. It just wasn't quite enough, but I'm going to try to get used to it. Wow. Good for you. It's a good way to start your day. It kind of sets the tone, I don't know. I might take a ride to Market Basket today. I'm going to get some vegetables and can them up and stuff. Then we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I don't know if I feel like taking a ride. And the stores are going to be jammed. There's no time that store is not crowded. It's just so, you can't even look around. You can't even look around. But we'll see. And I was wide awake at 6 o'clock. I could have got up, got dressed, and went. I think they opened at 7, but I just didn't. I just wasn't feeling it. It's too cold to run out this early, you know? Way too cold. Michelle, where are you from? About? Okay. I'm in the United States. Yeah, very humid. You gonna get rain, or is it just like sunny and humid? Okay. Yeah, you guys got a lot of snow this year too. Has it warmed up at all? I know that we're getting that a warm spell in the 40s and 50s. I can't wait. That'll be nice walking weather, and I'd be able to work in the garden if I didn't have 3 feet of snow on the ground. But it is starting to melt, but not fast enough. Yeah, just enough to make it humid, you know, and mucky. Ugh. Well, I'm going to turn the camera around, and I'm going to go into the living room on my sofa because I don't like sitting here like this that long. And yeah, we'll continue the live. Now, if I get to see, if I bump you guys off or stop the stream for any reason, give me a minute. I'll come back on. You know, you'll probably get another notification or something that I'm on live again. So it might be a separate. You never know. You never know with me. I'm always dropping stuff. Okay, folks, let's go. Let's see what we can do. Hopefully, I don't knock anything over. You need breakfast? Like what? I had breakfast. I had egg whites, toast, and a clementine. Okay, so here I am. Now I'm going to sit on my couch. And I'm just going to kind of chillax. Just going to stretch out a little bit in the mornings. Just like, ugh. My mom used to say, because she had arthritis too and fibro and everything, she used to say, I got to let my bones thaw out. It was the funniest thing. Well, here I am. So we can just continue the conversation. This was interesting. A breakfast live and, you know, then taking you guys in here instead of me doing it all separately, you know. But Kitty Cat went home. He's back at his dorm. And I guess, yeah, I like to say he's studying for midterms. But my granddaughter was like, no, Mimi, I want him with me. Corn tortillas, eggs, half a beef patty, and a protein shake. It sounds good. Thank you, Michelle, for coming by. Hope you come back again. You guys are always welcome. You can scroll through my videos. You can come on to my lives. Thank you so much for stopping by. I do appreciate it. Yes, and feel better soon, Michelle. Maybe if you do have a little something light to eat, you'll feel better, Good for you. Come back when you're done. I'll probably still be on here. We'd like to get to know you better. No, I wish I could, but you know what? I don't want to get any kind of copyright or anything, But it would be interesting. I used to put it on and no volume, but I don't know. I just have a feeling. I just don't want to get in trouble. It would be interesting. It would be interesting, John. But I had the camera flipped around. You guys were watching me in the kitchen. I had breakfast. We had a talk. And then I turned it around this way, brought it back in the living room because I want to lay on my couch. And this is the way I can do it comfortably on my side. There's a meetup in Ohio, probably April. I really want to go. There may... Yeah, maybe you'll make the next one. They do a lot of meetups, Hey, Crystal, good morning. I just arrived in the living room. We were in the kitchen before. We had breakfast. And yes, I had breakfast on camera. It was cute. It was fun. And now I just want to chillax with my coffee before I can really move around. How's your weather up there? Yeah, there's logs in there. I've lit it before. You go through my videos and my shorts and everything over the last week or so, and I've had the fireplace lit, and I did some videos. It was nice. Crystal, I had egg whites with some salsa and one piece of toast with butter and a clementine, and I'm halfway through my first mug of coffee. Oh my God, mine is too. Oh my gosh. I think it's like 10 or 15 out today. Right here. I don't even know. Yeah, it was good. It was good. I had good company. My friends on my channel were watching me in the live, and I was as polite as I could be. I don't think I chomped and made a lot of noise when I ate, and I was very ladylike. Hey, Michelle, welcome back. Michelle, this is mainly Italian. She's up in Maine. Crystal, Michelle is in Ohio. And she's new. She came here a little while ago on my live. And Tuck is here. Karen was here. I don't know if she's still here. She's probably out walking her dog or getting her breakfast or creating some beautiful music. Yeah, everybody's in here. I appreciate everybody coming in too. It's fun. It's fun when I have when we're all talking and keeping each other entertained. And so I'm going to throw a question out there to you folks. What do you think of the world events this weekend? And all opinions are welcome. You don't have to share an opinion with me. Just keep it respectful, like no swearing and, no real hate. Express your opinion and then, be an adult about it. But I don't mind talking about different topics on my channel. I really don't. I could just say that I was a teenager in 1979 when Iran held our hostages for 444 days. And it wasn't pleasant. It was just, it was an awful time for the United States. And they've been yelling death to America ever since. So, they're oppressing their own people. We complain about, peaceful protests here. They get murdered out there just for protesting. Doesn't matter if they were peaceful or not, which they usually are. It doesn't seem like they were too crazy over there, but they just want their freedom. They just want their freedom, and I think the right steps were taken so that these people can live their lives. They don't want this, Sometimes help comes from people and places you never expected it, And sometimes it's ugly, but you just got to do what you got to do. I remember seeing those hostages on the news day after day, them doing a count, day 1, day 2. It was horrible. So they wanted to, oppress the people and make them believe certain things and dress a certain way, and they had to act a certain way. They rose up. The people rose up, and they just needed a little outside help. And the Donald had the guts to go in and help them. You can't go around threatening to blow up this country and that country and blow countries off the map. And, for how long are you going to get away with talk like that? Really? You can't do that. It's not humane. Slaughtering 30,000 students or so, allegedly, because they're protesting, that's not humane either. So exactly. And my ancestors are from Iran, northern Iran and Armenia. So, my grandfather fled the Armenian genocide of it was actually in the 1890s. He was a young teenager, and he fled there to come here because of stuff like this. That's what they did to the Armenians, and that's why I'm very sensitive about that. I can't see that. You can't force somebody to, you know, be something that they're not. They just want their freedom. They just want to live their life. I mean, it's not like they even really want anything. They just want their freedom to live their life. You know? Now you look at Turkey. Turkey's a Muslim country. Freedom like you can't imagine. You can wear whatever you want. It's just, it's so different. It's so different. But they are in the streets rejoicing, and I'm so glad. I'm happy for them. Chuck, you remember that, right? When they took our hostages? Because you're about my age, or a little bit younger. They stormed the embassy and they took over. That was horrible. That was the beginning of all this. That's when it all began. Yeah, you do. Okay. Yep, they were blindfolded. It was horrendous. And that Majidajab, or whatever the heck his name is, he was the head of that, the students from that college that took over the Iranian students that took over the embassy. He was one of them. I heard he's been, he met his 72 virgins. I don't know. I don't know if that's true or not, but he might have. Because I think, and then the new leader that was appointed after the other old guy met his 72 virgins. I think this guy met his 72 virgins. So, 3 for 3. I don't know who's left over there. They keep, you appoint somebody and they end up leaving in a forced manner. Hey, good morning, Misty. You missed it. I had breakfast with you guys. I sat at the table. I had breakfast. Really? Oh, I didn't know that. See? Yeah. But they're so holy, right? Men, women, and goats, right? But we'll see what happens. I'm hoping this, but we're getting more. I mean, Iran is just going crazy. They're bombing every country over there. They hit Jordan, they hit Dubai, and that's where I want to go. That's my dream vacation. You know what the government in Dubai is doing? They're paying the hotel and food and everything that the tourists need while they're staying there until this is resolved and they can fly out, because they can't fly out. Airports got shut down. But yeah, Iran is like, you know what? We got nothing to lose, so now we're just going to go crazy. So it's, and I have friends in the Middle East and Turkey, Jordan, it's Egypt, so I'm a little, want to try to get in touch with them, make sure they're all safe. But yeah, but 3 of them were eliminated this weekend, as far as I know. So we'll see what happens. Now, from what I heard, there's already some blockades, like gasoline and oil and things leaving that region. So you know what that's going to do? Drive the price of gasoline up. Food costs, everything's going to go up because transportation's costing more. But I think in the long run, it's all going to even out. It might just be like this for like a few weeks. So just watch. Be careful of, you do your errands, try to consolidate them, try not to waste a lot of gasoline, get enough stuff to keep your house stocked in case ships and stuff don't get in, or in case they go crazy and they retaliate over here. Just make sure you got everything. I would say food, water, medication is the most important. If you're on a daily medication, you need to get it. Which you always should have an ample supply. And over-the-counter stuff, first aid stuff, just like we did 5 years ago. Just make sure you got enough of everything. I mean, even if you had a month's supply of everything, that's fine. I like to have at least a couple of months' supply of medicines and stuff. Over-the-counter medicines, they last forever, so, they've got a pretty good shelf life. No, they don't really last forever, but those are good to stock up on. Tylenol, ibuprofen, make sure you got a thermometer. So it's a lot more than just food and water, If you need stuff for your garden, get it now. Because it may come down to that. You don't know. It may come down to, a replay of 2020 where people are growing their own food because it's easier than trying to find it. But that's just my opinion. And it's always just my opinion. So you guys got to do what's right for you, what's right for your family. So the sun is shining nice. I'm going to open these blinds in a few minutes. I'm surprised I haven't yet. The sun shines in my living room. It's so beautiful. And in the afternoon, I get the nice sun in my kitchen and in my den. It's so nice to be able to, I could see my grill. There's no more snow on it. It's practically gone. So we're pretty excited that the snow is starting to melt. The roads are down to the pavement. So it is a good day for me to go walking. Like I said earlier, even if I just, I'm going to do as much as I can in the car. I mean, you got to figure it's like 15 degrees. So even if I walk 15 minutes, it's better than no minutes. The idea is to get your body moving, and each day I can increase it. And as it gets warmer, I can walk further, you know? So that is going to be one of my things today to do for self-care. And also, I'm going to be doing the workout with Echo from Kaleidoscope of Happiness. She's on at 10. She does a nice workout. A lot of it's chair exercising, or most of it basically is. Reminds me of Curves. If anybody here ever went to Curves, any of you ladies, you can use bands, you can use hand weights if you want, whatever you want. You could just use your own body, you know? And so I'm going to do that workout at 10. And then the walk in the afternoon will be just good, fresh air, good for you mentally and, you know, for your lungs and just get that fresh air in. I mean, I open all the windows every day, no matter how cold it is. My windows are open a couple of hours a day, all of them. Like there's one window open at least halfway in every room for a couple of hours. And I don't care if I get cold, I'll be cold. But that fresh air, oh, you can't beat it. Yesterday, I don't wash my throw blankets all the time, but I do air them outside every day. And I wasn't able to because we had so much snow in the backyard that it was coming up to the clothesline. But it all melted. So yesterday I was able to air my blankets out. That was interesting. That was fun. Got that nice fresh air smell on them. I loved it. I just enjoy hanging the act of hanging the clothes outside. I have the clothesline goes to my window, so I don't have to go out there. But I used to, and then I asked my boyfriend, I said, "Could you move the pulley, so that it's on this window, so I could reach it?" Because it went to another window, and I couldn't reach it from in the house. That's why I used to go outside. So he moved it, and now it's just so much easier. But just the act of hanging the clothes on the clothesline is nice, you know? Just a nice thing to do. I actually think that the clothes last longer because they're not getting, I think the dryer just destroys them. You know, all that lint you see on that lint screen, those are all the fibers off the fabric of your clothes and your towels and your sheets and, you know, that's what that is. It's not lint. It's your clothes. You know? So. So Iran is launching. Yeah, they have been all. They have been all weekend. They've been just going crazy with everybody. It is, and I have one in my basement too. My basement's finished, you know, and it's nice because even when the heat is on, the clothes dry in no time. You wouldn't think they would, but they do. And then I have 2 drying racks. So I'm all set. I don't need a dryer. The only time I get a lot of laundry is if I get behind on it, you know, or like I'm washing the throw blankets and I'm, you know, washing curtains or, you know, stuff like that. Then that's like extra laundry. But usually I do 1 load a week. I'm one person. Well, 2. Yeah, sometimes 2. Sometimes 3. But I don't have it's just I mean, laundry detergent lasts me a very long time. I love my clothesline. I love hanging clothes outside. I love the smell. And I feel like I'm getting the fresh air by doing it, you know? I should go get some more iced water. These cups are so huge, but I make sure I drink my water. $32 ounces. I think it is. Is it? Let's see. Yep, 32 ounces. So what's everyone going to do today? What's everybody doing right now? You guys are quiet. And that's okay. At least let me know you're still here. But, well, we'll see what happens. This whole world situation, I'm trying to decide between a nap and coffee and some exercise. Well, you just did a workout, right? Take a cat nap, get up and have your coffee, and then save the exercise for this afternoon. I'm going to do the two. I'm going to do the workout with Echo at 10, and then I'm going to walk in the afternoon. So that's what I'm going to do. And in between, I have to work. So luckily, I work from home. So I'll be able to get my workout in. So I'll take like a half-hour break this afternoon, and that'll give me, even if I go for a 15, 20-minute walk, gives me a little time to recuperate. So I did fasting cardio for fat burning. Okay. I need to do weights later. Yeah. Yeah, just go easy. Work it in. Do something tonight and something in the afternoon. Everybody thinks a workout has to be done all at once. No, it doesn't. It doesn't. I need to do stretching, to be honest with you. Once you stretch out your muscles and everything, it feels so good. I missed the little fur ball. He went home Saturday night, back to the dorm. But I had him for a week. Yeah, I used to be like that too. I used to ice skate, like figure skate, and play hockey, ice hockey with my brothers, street hockey, kickball. And in my 20s, I used to go country dancing, country music dancing. Oh, those were the days. a long time ago. But I miss the little fur ball. He's so cute. He's so soft and little and just cuddly. And oh, I love him. Oh, really? Yeah, we used to love country music, me and my one of my childhood friends. We still like country music. Well, let me rephrase that. I was the country music freak, and they liked all the new stuff. And guess who likes country music now? I said, "Oh, but you used to laugh at me when it was me years ago." Now they love it. So it's funny how things change, you know? Oh, yeah, that's the best stuff. The 70s and the 80s was the best country music. And even some of the 60s. Patsy Cline, oh my goodness, that was the best of Waylon Jennings, Johnny Cash, Dolly Parton, Kenny Rogers, Donna Fargo. Who else was there? Tammy Wynette, Crystal Gale, Barbara Mandrell, Buck Owens. Remember all them? Jerry Reed. Those were awesome. I don't like today's country. It's not country. It's too, I don't know, I don't like it. Then there was the Oak Ridge Boys, and who else was there? I don't know. There was a bunch of them. That's when you used to go to a club to go dancing, and there was an actual band there who knew how to play the instruments. It wasn't all this like a disc jockey. Like, what the heck is that? I could stay home and play my records if I wanted to do that. Hawkshaw Hawkins, Lefty Frizzell. Oh, yes. And the Statler Brothers. I couldn't think of the other group. Yep. Yep. Willie Nelson, I just don't like him. I just think he's too grunge. He's just nasty looking. I can't stand to look at him, and I know he used to be so clean cut before, but I just don't like the looks of him. I just can't. I can't bear it. Remember Hee Haw? That show was hysterical. Hee Haw. That was a nice show, though. It used to come on Saturday nights. Big entertainment, right? Big Saturday night. If we really behaved when I was very little, if we really were good, we could stay up to watch the Jackie Gleason show on Saturdays at 8 o'clock. But we all had to have our baths and be in our pajamas and ready for bed, because the minute that show was over, we had to go to bed. Those were some good shows. entertaining. Entertainers then. They weren't, they were entertainers. That's what they did. So, made a lot of people happy. Yeah. Well, I'm a little older than you, so we used to watch the actual the actual show. It was interesting. Do you remember the Wild Wild West? Oh my gosh. Friday nights. I remember that. It used to come on Friday nights. My brothers used to love that. Well, I've been on for an hour, so I think it's time this lady got up and started her day. And I do hope you all have a great one. It's Monday. It's a brand new week. The first week of a brand new month. So, to me, it's a nice clean slate. Let's get organized and get things done. Any goals or anything that you didn't meet last month? No problem. Do your best to try to improve what you did in February, and just keep improving a little bit at a time, one step at a time, right? So I'm going to sign off for now. And thank you for coming on. I love you all. Have a wonderful day, and God bless.